Farhan, last season when opposing defenses lined up against the Montreal Alouettes, there were two players they had to be keenly aware of. One of them was running back William Stanback, the other one receiver Austin Mack. Mack has moved on to the NFL's Atlanta Falcons. William Stanback was released this offseason. How much will Montreal miss these two players on offense?
Well, I think they'll miss them significantly, and let's start with Mack. I mean, every year the CFL brings in players either from the NFL or from big-time NCAA schools with hopes that they can pick the game up quick. Very few of them picked up the three-down game quickly, at least not as quickly as Austin Mack did. 78 receptions for 1,100 yards. He wasn't eligible for Rookie of the Year, but boy, if he had been, he would have won it running away. This guy had a big impact throughout the season, start to finish. It's no surprise he got the opportunity back in the NFL, and we'll see if anybody can deliver and fill in that kind of void.
Well, the good news for Montreal in terms of receivers is that he wasn't their only young, talented target. In fact, when you look at this group as a whole, there's lots of reason to believe the best may still be to come. You look at Tyson Philpott, he's 23. You look at Tyler Snead, he's 24. You look at Cole Speaker, he's 27. Keon Julian Grant, 27. So lots to like in this group that is still getting its feet wet in the Canadian Football League. And maybe from their perspective, they hope by the end of the year they will not be missing a player such as Austin Mack so much.
Yeah, and a lot more might be counted upon from those receivers because of not having William Stanback in the backfield. Now, certainly he's been a real presence in that organization for a few years, but they're able to save some money by letting him move on. He's now with the BC Lions. You do have Jeshurun Antwi and Walter Fletcher that are still there. They've had significant roles previously when Stanback's been hurt and has changed up, so we'll see if they can carry a bigger load now, but it also might mean a bigger load for Cody Fajardo because he was able to lean on that running game previously and get the ball out of his hands quick from time to time. Not much was necessarily demanded of the quarterback relative to other systems. I think that'll change for Fajardo this year, and we'll see if he can live up to it after an MVP performance in the Grey Cup.
And of course, one of the things that can help a team year to year is consistency on the roster. The Owls, part of being a very young team, they didn't lose a lot of players to free agency this offseason. You look at Seontae Evans, the defensive back, was the only other starter off this team. So as they look to try to make another run at the Grey Cup, they can fall back on a strong degree of consistency on this roster from the one that held the cup a year ago.